Okay guys, so I'm starting out on extremely dirty hair. My hair was in desperate need of a wash. So when I do this bun, I like to start out by wetting my roots. So I just take a spray bottle and start spraying my roots. And the reason I only like to spray my roots when I'm doing a curly top knot is because if I spray my entire head, then the bun won't have as much volume and it won't be as big. So I just prefer to only spray the roots when I'm doing this versus if I were doing like a braid or something and I needed my hair to be easier to detangle. But I'm not really detangling while I'm doing this. I'm just basically spraying the roots so that I can get them as smooth as possible while still having volume in the bun, as you'll see throughout the tutorial. So if you guys saw me do my top knot tutorial a few years ago, then you know I like to separate my hair into two sections to get this top knot, because if you have thick curly hair, it's just way easier to focus on one section at a time, and you can get the top of your bun as tight and as smooth as you want, and you have less hair to work with, because if you try to put all of your hair all the way up to the top of your head, it just takes way longer and it's more of a headache. So I found that doing it this way is way easier for me, so you should try it if you haven't already. It makes the world of a difference and your life way easier when trying to get this top knot. So we're just gonna put the back out of the way for now so we can focus on the top. By the way, ignore my singing faces. I was just in the moment in my life. I like to spray a little bit more water to the front of my head just to make sure it's nice and saturated at the root. And I like to use this Main Choice Crystal Orchid Biotin Infused Styling Gel, and I use quite a bit of this because I'm not gonna lie, this is not the best for smoothing down your hair. So if you're gonna use this, you have to use more than you normally would. Like if you were using an Eco Styler gel or something, you would use less of that because it is a thicker gel. This gel is more on the thinner side, so I use a lot. And I like to use this gel because of the biotin that's in it, and it helps to just strengthen my hair. I like to do my hair pretty tight, so the least I can do is just, use a gel that's beneficial to my hair. As you can see, I am getting those annoying little white balls because of the product that was in my hair before. But if you have this issue, you can just smooth it down with your hands and it'll go away once you tie it with a scarf, as you'll see towards the end of the video. So now I'm just going to take my scrunchie and put my hair in a ponytail. By the way, I'm obsessed with these scrunchies. They don't have the annoying metal little thing that tugs at your hair. I get these from Target. They're amazing. I will have them linked in the description box. I'm obsessed with them. So make sure you're not using any scrunchies with any like metal little, you guys know what I'm talking about, those little annoying things that tug at your hair because it causes a lot of breakage. So after I have the top part in a ponytail, I like to go ahead and deal with the back and join the back with the front. And I spray more water on the back just to make sure it's nice and saturated so that it's easier to smooth down. And I'm also adding a little bit more gel to the back as well to make sure it's nice and smooth like the front. And I'm just going to brush my hair really, really well. By the way, I'm using my Felicia Leatherwood brush that I used in my braid tutorial. It's amazing, especially if you're trying to smooth curly hair, because you guys know if you're curly and you're trying to do a nice smooth style and the roots are still kind of curly, it makes your ponytail or bun look like it's a hump in it. So this brush is like the best that I found to smooth my hair as much as possible when I'm curly. So now I'm just going to take my Miss Jessie's Curl So Fresh leave-in spray, and I like to spray this to my ends because they were looking a little raggedy and dry. So this really helps to add some moisture to my hair and to also add a little bit of shine as well. So I'm just adding it to the ends because they need some love. Okay, so now for the bun part. This is always hard to explain. It's just better if you just watch what I'm doing. But I'm basically just gathering all of my hair in the ponytail and mushing it all together to my liking and kind of mushing and twisting all the good curls from the back to the front, aka the less frizzy curls, the curls that are kind of more intact from my previous wash and go. And I just get the hair where I want, and I basically just secure it with a scrunchie. So normally I would just leave all of my hair in the top knot like this, like my old tutorial that you guys saw, but I've been really liking the look of leaving a few curls out, so I'll just go in and pick a few curls that I want to pull out and just secure any loose hair with a bobby pin, as well as securing the top of the curls that I pull out. So I just think this looks like really cute and effortless when you just pull out a few curls, and it just adds a little something to the top knot. Also, when I'm pulling out any extra pieces that I want to, accentuate, I like to add a little bit of gel like I am to these curls in the back because they were a little frizzy. So adding a little gel just helps them bounce back a little bit better and add some shine as well. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of edge control to my edges, and I'm using my favorite of all time, the Hicks edges. Love this stuff. And as I'm doing this, I'm also going to try to smooth the hair right up under the bun, but it usually gets back frizzy because of the friction from the bun that's touching my hair. If that makes sense, like in the middle right there is my problem area, but if it doesn't lay down, I'm not going to fret about it. As long as the sides are nice and smooth, I'm good. And then I just smooth down my hair with my bristle brush to make sure that the edge control is nice and smooth into my hair and that it's not clumpy. I also like to use this same bristle brush to do my baby hairs. I've done this for years. I just find that the bristle brush just gets the most natural look when it comes to baby hairs, in my opinion. So that's what I'm doing here. Whatever comes down, I just swoop it and I don't do anything too crazy. So yeah. So now I just take a satin scarf and tie my edges down really well. And if you've left out any curls like I did, make sure you don't tie down the curls because you're gonna smush them and it's not gonna look right. So make sure you put the curls over the scarf. So I would normally put my scarf on before I do my makeup, and I'll just let the scarf smooth down my edges and any flyaways while I'm doing my makeup, but my makeup was already done, so I just waited about 10 minutes. And I'm also spraying a little bit more of my Curl So Fresh and just scrunching it into the bun because my hair still looked a little dry to me. And I also off camera sprayed some spray oil as well. You can use whatever spray oil you have. So now it's been 10 minutes and I'll just take my scarf off. The longer you let your scarf sit, the better though. Also, I like to add some black eyeshadow to my cowlick or bald spot or whatever you want to call it. I just like to add a little bit to the area, but not too much because I still want it to look natural. So that completes this curly top knot tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you try it out on your dirty hair days because it saves me most of the time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see y'all in the next one.